So why did we choose the curriculum we chose? You know, when we first started looking at what we needed to build in the skill distillery, what kind of students we needed to create, we were looking at what the resume should be. Ultimately, this program is a failure if our students don't find jobs. And so it's all about the resume. It's all about the technologies they need to know. The web programmer positions are prevalent out there. If you go to Indeed.com, lots of people need web programmers. So we're talking JavaScript, we're talking CSS, you're talking HTML. And absolutely, we teach those. Half of our program is devoted to that. But that's what we call front-end skills. As a full stack developer, you also need to know the back end. You need to know the server-side skills. And there's lots of technologies that we could have chosen for the server side. Many of these programs do Ruby on Rails. Others might choose Python or .NET. But ultimately, it's about that resume again. So we went out and we looked at, what's the #1 programming language? What's in most demand out there as far as employers are concerned? And it was a resounding Java. That's what it's all about. And so we chose to spend half of our program learning not just the Java language, but also moving into the server-side technologies of Spring MVC and RESTful web services. And these web services, eventually, that's what powers things like mobile devices and Android or even iPhone applications. If you can build a web service, that's the back end that eventually the front end hooks to have these mobile applications. Anyhow, why did we choose it? We chose it so that you can get a job. That's why we chose the technologies we chose. So the question is, why am I an instructor? And ultimately, I look back and I think to, what do my students say about me? So we do evaluations after every class, and mostly what I get back is that I bring a lot of enthusiasm. I bring a lot of passion into the classroom. And it's because I believe in what I'm teaching. If I'm teaching something that's not as enthralling, I think it would come through. But I really do believe in object-oriented technologies. I really believe in Java. And I really believe in helping our students progress from the baseline, just becoming a programmer, up to being someone who can really find a job in these technologies. One of the evaluations I remember the most is a student once wrote down that Jamie never made me feel stupid about asking a question. And yeah, that should be a given, but that's huge. I want to make sure that the students are comfortable asking questions. And if they're not, then I failed in my job.